it's a very simple story, but complex in its many facets, as life often is. And you're tremendous in the movie. And in some ways, I found it was interesting that you feel that it kind of represents a bit of your life and your path and career in Hollywood.
Yeah.
But it's congratulations on this. And were there stunt guys in here, or is it actually you we see diving around the ring?
That was me. The director, Darren Aronofsky, really tremendous director. I'd watched a couple of other films he did, Pie, Requiem, The Fountain, and I thought, wow, this is a very interesting filmmaker.
Hang on right there, we'll do a commercial. Come right back, talk to Mickey Rourke about the wrestling. Yeah, buddy. And then, like everything else, life kind of passes him by a little bit, and he decides that he really can't let it go. Can't let it go because this is what he did, and he wants to continue and even make a big, glorious comeback. But there are many, many other issues. And now in the movie, you look like a real wrestler. You're all pumped up and.
Yeah, pumped up. This is something I had several months to put on, like 34 pounds of muscle.
34 pounds. Wow. How do you put on 34 pounds of muscle?
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard, brother.
Is it exercise, diet?
No, I had a really great. I went down to Miami and I met this Israeli ex-commando cage fighter, and he was very strict with me. I would actually, on some nights because Miami's a very fun city, and some nights I was out a little, too late dancing and carousing, or you could call it.
Sure.
And mainly carousing.
Keep that 99-cent spaghetti.
Yeah. And Danielle would come to my hotel room, or he'd call me from the lobby, and I would kind of go, oh God, I'm not going. I can't do it today. The next thing I know is he'd be knocking on the door. And I'd curl up in a ball and would answer the door. Then about 10 minutes later, I hear the key door opening, and I'm trying to curl up into such a little ball that maybe he thinks it's just the sheets. And he would say the F word to me. And you went out, and I say, with his Israeli accent, he says, let's move your ass. I say, okay, let's go. We go to the gym, and I never really had lifted heavy weights before. I usually lift light weights just to maintain. So he had me on a diet, eating 6-7 times a day, big protein shakes and supplements. So now,
in the wrestling scenes, did somebody teach you how to be a wrestler?
I didn't know damn all about wrestling. It was a sport that I didn't follow. I didn't know anything about. One of the special things about working with Darren Aronofsky, he's very prepared. And he also got to know me, and he knew what kind of personalities to put around me. So he hired a great stunt coordinator, Doug Crosby, and actually one of the Wild Samoans, who is the uncle of Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. And these guys broke my ass for 4 months.
Oh, boy.
And I think I had 3 MRIs in 2 months.
So you can get injured, absolutely.
Yeah, and that's what I didn't know about professional wrestling is that, because we all know that it's entertainment, but when somebody's 250 pounds twirling you around, throwing you down, something's going to shake, rattle, and roll.
Yeah. Same like here every night. You just never know. But the guy had the movie. He wrote the movie. Was it his idea for you to always be in it? Were you the star for this?
I think Darren had this movie, I think, in development for 10 years, and then he had a brainstorm and thought, oh, Mickey Rourke. So we met, and then we met. I'd never met him before, and everything I heard about him was excellent. It was the same kind of feedback that you hear about Coppola or people that have work a certain way. They're very innovative, very, very, very smart, a lot of integrity with the type of work they do, and then they can take material and transcend it because of how bright they are.
When you first got together, what did he say about you and this part? What did he say?
Well, the first thing he said, I think we were sitting down in the West Village, and he just said, hey, dude. I said, come on, don't call me dude, man. Right. He said,
really?
He's from Brooklyn. I didn't know they said that in Brooklyn.
Oh.
But I used to have an assistant that called me dude, and I used to short circuit. So I said, listen.
So I can't call you dude.
You can call me whatever you want. Anyway, and thank you for having me on the show.
Oh, it's always a pleasure.
Okay. So anyway, I don't think, to be honest with you, I don't think I said don't call me dude the first time. Okay.
Okay.
Because I really wanted the job and I wanted to work with him, and I've been out of work for a decade.
What did he?
Years. You could have been this, and you could have been that person, and now I can't even raise a nickel on your name, and I want you to do this movie, and how am I going to do that? And I'm thinking, well, you're supposed to figure that out, not me. Yeah. But he says, but if you do this movie, and he's like this, you're going to do everything I say, you're going to listen to everything I tell you, and you're never, ever going to disrespect me in front of the crew.
Whoa.
And I can't pay you. So,
did you hear that, Paul?
No, I didn't. I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that.
Anyway, it's a wonderful. It's a great film. It's a small film with a huge characters larger than life, and but many life lessons in this film. We'll show a clip here, Mickey. What are we going to see?
I don't know.
This is a little bit of The Wrestler. It's now playing in selected cities around the country. Let's take a look here. That's plenty. I don't know. That was a mistake. Here it is, actually. And you nominated for a Golden Glove Award, is that correct?
Got nominated for a Golden Globe, which, you know, I'm really
that's great.
very grateful for. And the other thing is, Bruce Springsteen wrote a song for me. I wrote him a letter, and I asked him, I told him that I thought this was the best movie I ever did, and the hardest movie, and there were a lot of parallels with the character, with my life. And I've known Bruce for quite a while. And he was quite busy on a European tour, and he took the time to write a very beautiful song called The Wrestler, which I couldn't be more proud of.
Congratulations. It's now playing in selected cities. Mickey Rourke. Thank you very much, Mickey. Nice going. We'll be right back with Darlene Love, everybody.